Oh, there we go. I thought I lost it for a second. That would have been bad. But I didn't, so that's good. Let's hope we can get through most of the tutorial today. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I just know it looks like a pretty fucking cool game, so that's why I'm playing it. And yeah. I'm going to block viewers because I don't want to know. Because I fear if I know, I will cry. Oh. Let me turn up my volume. Maybe I will turn yours up too. Oh, yours is up. Okay. We'll see how that goes then. Wake up. Warning, this game deals with mature subjects, may not be suitable for all players. Warning to you guys. Please see our content warning system menu for detailed list of themes and events. Got it. You wake up to find chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. Oh gosh. Pretty art so far though. Oh, I gotta click. My bad. Oh shit, I opened something. I opened something in my Steam. My OBS. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out. But you weren't sure how you got here. Or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Your stomach lurches as the floor rumbles beneath your feet and then collapses. Oh shit, someone's running towards me? It's a lady? Don't mind if I do. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you can hear is ringing in your ears. Let's climb out. You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly beneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow sees it. Shit. What the fuck is that? It's cute! Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like, from Earth? Oh. The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. That ain't a dog. That's a skinwalker. That ain't no dog. If that's your dog, get help. Because that's not your dog anymore. That is not your dog anymore. Pretty sick. You were born on a stratospheric Earth's first colony ship. Halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents, ooh, nice. Parents from the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertumna 4. And I suck at reading Roman numerals. I'll get there one day. In hopes that they can escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They named you Selene. I like that, Selene. Oh! Oh, look at you! Let's go enjoy. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mom says. You use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teen appearance. These can be changed at any time. These don't... Oh, it doesn't change now. It changes in my late teens. Okay. Shit, hi. Oh. You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. So I got some empathy. The fuck? How did I get that? Why am I empathetic? I'm literally not in my life. This is the opposite of who I am, what I am, when I am. When? Anyway. Friends. Every child on the stratosphere. This is way too loud. I can't hear myself playing. There we go. Okay. Every child on the stratospheric is given one generic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first signs of your calm temperament. If you think I'm calm, you have not met me. Super strength, absorbent brain. Does that mean I'm like a sponge? Is my brain a sponge? Can I just slam my head into what? Ow. Water? That was an audible fuck. I felt that in my brain. Oh. Extra fingers. I don't know how I feel about that. Eagle eyes. I don't got that in real life. I got shitty eyes. Brain. I want intelligence. Professor Hale says kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges, but when people get older, they can absorb as much new stuff. Not for you. Then why the fuck are we going to college so late in our time? Like, come on. If our brains get dumber as we get older, then why now? I'm looking to the side. I don't know why. I'm staring at myself. I should be staring at Danky. Danky's right here. You can't fucking see Dank. I'm great. I'm moving my meds. I don't want to see them. I don't want to think about them. Not for you. You're always learning, and curiosity knows no end. Thank you. Oh, he looks so cute. So does he, though. What? Wait, what was that? Cal. I love the name Cal. And no, Anemone. Anemone. Okay. Mars. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Ren. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. And your name is Dis. Hello. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you. I'm doing pretty good. First time relaxing today, so I chose to do hopefully a more calmer game. I have to use my brain though, so I don't know how well that's gonna go. Probably not gonna go very well, but I'll figure it out. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but how are you doing? I did not ask. How are you doing today as well? One tries energetic and loyal, tough and gentle. I think I... Who's Tan? Who's Tan? You're doing good? That's good. That's good. Where are these other kids you're talking about? Who's Tangent? And who's Tammy? I'm gonna go with Cal though. Working? Yes. That sounds about right. That's what this world has come to, just working. Let's go with Kyle. He's so sweet looking. Kyle is a sweetheart, always ready to lend a hand or play a game. He and Tammy are just as inseparable, so it's almost like you have two best friends instead of one. Cal teaches you how to take care of all the classroom plants. Your parents are very proud of both of you. I love plants. I don't have a green thumb, but I love them. What's this game about? Well, basically, what I read from the description is that you're a teenage person, like you're a teenager who is on like this new planet after your parents left Earth. on this like one-way trip to like hopefully better land, and then you're helping build this place, and you could either incite a rebellion or you could not. And there's love interests, there's falling out, you could rebel against your parents. It just seems like an overall roundabout game that I think will be pretty nice. It's also a card collecting game where like your memories and all that turn into cards, so that's pretty cool. That's what I've read so far, at least. Let's go with Cal. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hale says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You'd run emergency drills for months to prepare. My childhood friend is Cal. We'll see how that one works out. I lost all my childhood friends, but that's fine. I moved. That's mainly the reason. And we didn't have phones back then because we were children. And also, phones weren't really a thing for a lot of people back then for their kids. It was flip phones, like that type stuff, so. Or at least I think. I don't really remember. Ask me about my childhood and I'll say, I don't know. Enough about me, let's continue. Oh, what the f was that? The day finally comes. It starts with a rumble and then things start to slide off tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case. Huh. There's my parents. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Selene, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a worried look. Uh-oh. Stress is gone up. Wait, I have a thing for animals? Is that because I picked Cal? I think that was because I picked Cal. Okay, so every decision has a consequence. That is cool. That's cool. I can't put on a tough face or find a distraction, but I can because I'm an empath. Why am I an empath? That's fine though. Red emergency lights switch on. Switch on as sirens begin to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you apparently get in touch with your emotions. I look at the ceiling, so I'd find a distraction, I guess. I need organization for that, though. Oh, that's Tammy. Tammy's actually kind of cute. Kind of? I mean, she's really cute. I don't know why I said kind of. She's so adorable. I mean, all the kids are. This game is... Art style's so cool so far. I love it. I'm age 10. Quiet season. You bawl like a baby. It feels good. Well, at age 10, I guess I was really in tune with my emotions, because one tiny piece of stress and I was like this kid, crying like a baby. I soon lost that. You're not the only one. Nearby, your classmates, Tammy has tears run streaming down her cheeks. Mars is trying to quietly console her. She sighs as your crying makes Tammy wail even louder. Your dad puts his arm around you as you let it out. Thank you. You wait. The shaking builds. My stress is going up. Then everything starts to get very weird. I should not have taken off my glasses. Wow, the face tracking is a lot better without my glasses. I can hardly see. I think that I need to get rid of that because I think Nightbot, that might be a bad link. I could give you a better link. I don't know if that one works. It might. Let's see if it works. Let me just do this really quick. Wrong button. I think that's a bad link. I need to fix that. 7-day link, that's fine for now. Yeah, here you go. That one will work. 7-day link, but that's fine. It works for now. I need to fix that. It's an old link. Your head feels like it's slowly feeling like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant and ominous squeal of metal giving away as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is the sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo, and you hear an impossibly loud crunch and the feel weightlessness for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall, head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow, all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tealed field. She's so hot. What? Why is she hot? I'm not complaining. Everyone so far has been incredibly cute, handsome, or hot. This is gonna be a great game. I can feel it. Tealed fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not gonna let you miss this. Distantly, you can feel the ship shaking as stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Oh, no. Go back up. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tune, and an automated voice speaks. Rats, we are the rats, yeah.
2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. They may now be safely discharged.
As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Surely something's different. Sunlight? Tree? Ground? Trees. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from the twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see a field. Glass-walled domes and walls ridged with giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere, and people are walking around outside on the ground. You better get out of there and get out there and join them. I will cautiously do that because I'm not going to just go full out running and maybe choke. I don't know what the atmosphere is gonna be like out there, you know? Oh, it's Tammy! Hi, babe! Exocolonist. Oh, Tammy jumps out as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her.
You're awake! Are you all better? You better go see your dad!
She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. To walk, click on the ground. Click on characters to talk to them. Okay, thank you. I could also probably... Am I sparkly? I'm sparkly. Wait, why is there another one? Is that a different one? Or the same ad? That is... If that's 2 different ads, that's bad. I need to fix that, because that was way too close together. Wait, where did she point? Where's southeast? Is that down here? Is this the... Oh, no, that's engineering. It was that nice looking lady on the screen. A throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to teaching labs and medbays. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from near... That's the AI! Oh, if only you were real. If only you were real, man. I mean, if you had a body, I wouldn't be adverse. but, you know, I'd rather it be a real person. No offense, to you, AI. Don't kill me. From a nearby hollow screen.
Don't forget to study hard, Selene.
I don't know what voice I gave her.
Don't forget to study hard, Selene.
I'm changing voices as we go. This is great. So that's the med bay. That's what I just came from. This is the garrison. A small team led by Security Chief Fret was enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Vertinema, I've changed that name 5 times. I've said it different every time. Okay, a small team... Oh, wrong thing. Here on Vertumna... I swear I know how to speak English, maybe. The garrison... Well, that's not an English word, it's a name. So maybe I don't. On the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. Okay, so that's what this is. And that's the door leading outside of the colony. Oh, this is where my dad is. I didn't realize he was outside. Selene, your dad gives you a big, warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instant... Okay. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Noggin? Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. I am kinda glad my dad doesn't call me his snoozy little gooseberry. I do love myself a gooseberry, but I don't want to be one, you know? He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Like, my dad has his own nickname for me, but they're off of my name, like... Aw, I love you too, Dad. Might as well have good connection, you know? God, you can have rebellions against your parents, but I haven't even rebelled in real life. So, I never did, probably never will, like, I don't know. I just never found the reason to have to go outside. So, I never snuck out or anything like that. I just stayed at home. I guess the most I did was not do my schoolwork. Welcome to Vertumna. Vertumna. He says, gesturing around you. I need water.
Okay.
You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated into two, and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only geodistic and greenhouse pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. What's outside the walls? Oh, don't worry about that, my dear Aubergine. He says, nothing that could hurt you. We just don't want you getting lost in the big blue world out there. Blue world, that is our world, not their world. Their world is yellow. Nothing that could hurt you. We just don't want you getting lost in the big world out there. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He asks. You honestly don't remember. You remind him that you've been asleep in the medbay. It's my birthday, isn't it? He's 41? Damn, you look fine. Oh, and it also gives it, oh, that is fun. I like that. That means they could, I like that. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside it will be a small medallion in the shape of a moon. A moon? That's the... Why did I say moon? The shape of a sun inside that your dad made by hand. Sun medallion. Sun medallion. You know, let's act weird. You describe the medallion your dad Tisk's handing you the package. He thought someone told me. No, I'm just, I guess, I don't know, see her, or I'm back in time, You describe the medallion, and your dad tisks as he hands you the package. Oh, who ruined the surprise? Was it Seek? I bet it was Seek. They hate fun. He grins and adds, don't tell them I said that. You start to explain that nobody told you, but your dad shouts your name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Selene, he says, but I have to get to work. There was an accident when we landed. He stops him. Don't worry. We're gonna fix it, your mother and I. What happened? What happened? Professor Howell is expecting you in class as if you're feeling up to it. Your dad says, pointing east to the engineering wing in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to large doors you came out earlier. Or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. Oh, that was at Med Bay. Shit, why do we have such a big house? We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday. Selene, I love you. I love you too, Dad. Dinner buildings. Click on the door, flag beside it, or get close and press enter, or another action button. Then choose an activity for the month to gain skills in advance time. There are 13 months a year and 10 years at the end of the game. You'll only have time to focus on a few things. Okay. Fun. Oh! Hi! I didn't see you there. I'm so sorry. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from someone? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south, where grown-ups are coming and going.
Kids aren't allowed past the walls,
he says quietly without looking up.
They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls?
That's what I'm saying. You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memories so strong you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggling. For years in space, you have half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your space being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking you from your daydream, Dis asks,
I think the monsters are out there.
I believe you! Oh, he's blushing! Cute.
No, you don't, he says. You're being sarcastic. I can tell. Nobody believes me.
He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggling and dangerous.
Stop making fun of me.
No, did I lose a heart with him? Or did I gain a heart? He's 9. But he's so cute. He's like... I guess I'd have to say, if you wanted a comparison to someone in Stardew Valley, it would have to be Sebastian. like a mix between, yeah, no. Yeah, that's really the only comparison I can think about at the moment. I need to go outside more.
Stop making fun of me.
Dis pouts.
You're as bad as Mars.
I'm not the sweet pea. Hello.
Hiya, Slane.
Anomone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot and making patterns in the weird blue snow.
This stuff is different from the snow on Earth, she tells you. Cause it ain't cold, but it's still neat and you can make stuff out of it.
You're also no. Am I the oldest? How old's Cal? Wait, how old's Cal? Oh shit, no, he's the oldest. So far. You don't have an age. You're 41. How do I... I'm so smart. Alright guys, I have intelligence. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, real. You always feel grounded near her. What you making?
Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier me and Cal made a big Snow Pal! You missed it while you're sleeping in medbay.
She smiles her broad gap-toothed smile at you.
Now that you're awake, we can play.
Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead.
School! I wondered where everyone was. I guess I'm gonna be late to humanities class.
She doesn't look very worried to you.
It's okay, she says. Professor Hal is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now.
She grins and starts running towards engineering.
Hey, race you!
No fair, she's getting a head start. I ain't running. I want to go visit more. See if there's anyone else. What's this place? Command. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of the hallway opens into a supply depot, which works as both requisitioning's office and general store. Beyond it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now being gradually unpacked and distributed. View the notice board. Colony food shortfall, -100% low. It ain't good. Colony security rating evaluating. Upcoming events will we be hosting our first annual Vertamniala Festival during the second month of dust. Fuck. Notice, take precautions outside of colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Current council administration. Governor Idicott, command. Chief Administrator Seek, command. Chief Security Chief Rhett Garrison. Chief Engineer Instance Engineering. Chief Cultivator Fulu. Geopontics. Chief Steward Antecedent Quarters. Chief Surveyor Melatonin Expedition. Nah, Melatonin can kick me out, man. I mean, knock me out. Leave. So, oh yeah, all the other kids. Wait, why isn't he in school? Wait, why aren't you in school? Okay, rude. Well, I guess we only got one way to go. That's our quarters. Engineering. Study life science or humanities. I think I'm gonna do life sciences. I already read this. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemists. Professor Howe welcomes you to your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn what I like to call wet sciences. He gestures to his hollow, projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a bit of everything, with opportunities for further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. I got lightheaded actually from doing that. For today's lesson, Professor Howell tells you, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Verdumna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at a speed of over 1 meter a day and have a diameter up to 30 centimeters. He stands up on his tiptoes. Oof, to illustrate. Your team will experiment to find these ideal conditions. Shit, I pressed the wrong button. I'm so smart, guys. That actually made me lightheaded. Who are you? You're Tangen. Cute! How old are you? You're 9. Why is everyone 9? You're teamed up with Tang and Cal, and are given a mush tree spore and a bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up at the surveyor notes on the helmet.
Mush trees, she reads, are the most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the Sabacarias swamp.
I know that's not how you say it, but I don't know how to say it, so bear with me. Gosh.
What if we use water instead of soil, Cal suggests, like they do in hydroponics? If they like wet weather, that might work, Selene. Do you have any suggestions?
I would not test all these at once. If you're going to do something, test it one at a time. You know, you have to have a controlled environment so you know what affects it. If you just do all of the above, you won't know what did work and what didn't work, what killed the plant, what didn't kill the plant, what made it into a monster, what didn't make it into a monster. You get my drift? I would put it under a grow light. You lower the light so it's right over the bucket and plop the spore in. Every day you rush into the classroom and check on it. At first, there's nothing, but by midweek, your little mush tree sprouts up, starts its journey. You raise the light gradually as it grows towards it. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack, since mush trees tend to grow in rainy, overcast places rather than hot, dry ones. You wonder if you might have given it too much light. Get to work. Ooh! Who the That's a baby me! Oh my gosh! When you work or go to class, you'll pick a quick card challenge. As the month passes, move cards to fill 5 planes and make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal you value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges won't be won, but you still get a reward for doing your best. Bonuses for flushes, same color together. Bonuses for pairs, same number together. Bonuses for straights, increasing from left to right. The more cards in a flush, a pair, or straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best score. Okay. Studying life. I'd say giggling. And then it would probably be first words, then discovering. Maybe that. Okay. Victory! I worked well. This month I get +1 biology. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your card. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. Where's my stress? Ooh. Victorious. That's pretty good. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops done in the ground right away, but there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you first saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. Aw. How old is she? Oh shit, she's the chief? Wow, you married good. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry. Your dad says, your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which is also serves as a crutch. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Why a crutch? What happened? How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that. Your mom says, I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Your dad smiles, and Professor Howe will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there's different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, so you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come by geoponics. Your mom adds, we could use your help. I could shovel dirt. Mid-quiet. Anemone is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up! She shouts and bumps the ball into your directions. Bounce it back. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many bounces you can rally and keep going. Anemone tells you about the new sports ball court. Excuse me. A proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little 0G1 on the Stratosphere. Her brother Com is teaching the junior sports team this year.
He's so great, he says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's been coaching me to play awesome like him. You should definitely come.
No. I don't do sports. He's gone. Little guy's gone. There's my dad. There's my mom. Oh, there he is. Oh. I don't want to make him fucking eat a worm. Why would I make him eat a worm? That is so bad. Babe, where's the other guy? I want Cal. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Selene. Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here. She complains, the spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather. Since you're like running around, could you fetch it for me? Okay. Good! She's a bully. Mars clouds. She's probably just down the hill near our quarters. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. You're an asshole. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She smiles as you approach.
Oh, hello, Selene.
She says, putting her hand to her chest.
Do you need something?
I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy says,
oh, it's so nice of you to help Mars. She's a very important person, you know.
She hands you a box wrapped in a pink and yellow scarf.
One order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to neon print it for me because it's so dusty here. But I think I'm getting used to it now.
Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her elven ears.
Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares.
Are you sure? No offense, but he seems kind of mean. What happens if I try going in here? So I guess I'll go fetch quest. Mars puts her hands out. Give it here. Here it is. You hand over the box of soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes it and giggles. You're such a good sidekick. I do everything I say. I'm gonna kick you. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she tells you. Oh, an administrator seeks looking for someone to do delivery jobs for the depot. She says, I don't want to do it, because, like, you, running around in there? No. Just go there, she says, gesturing to the door, and tell them I referred you. The fuck are you? Who's your mom? I need to check his... Yeah, okay. Hello, my little potato. Your dad... Why did I say hello? Hello, my little potato. Your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Just hanging out with friends. That Cal's a good boy, he says. I haven't seen him. Where the fuck is Cal? He's nowhere to be seen. I've been looking. Everywhere. It's been a month. Where is he? Wait, what? Kudos. Oh. You have to keep adding to your deck as you age, can get cards by spending time relaxing. You have a limited number of gear slots based on your organization and other skills. Click gear to unequip and equip it. Okay, collectibles that you find while exploring may be given as gifts to your friends or used during challenges for one-use bonuses. Okay, got it. Dankeschön. Goodness me. Anyway, and have you seen Anomone? She's been out by the garrison playing sports ball. I think she spent every day out there since we landed. He chuckles to himself. Guess that's what happened when you got your brothers to make your own sports ball team. He breathes deeply and looks around. Vertumna is magnificent, isn't it? Yeah. Seasons! He shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons! Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait until dust season, where both sides will be high up in the sky, and it'll be real hot. You'll see. Sorry, I didn't mean to click on you.
Mother!
You find your mom hard at work setting up greenhouses with small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth, spinach, tomatoes, even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asks. Remember, Selene, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide to spend how your time as long as it's productive. I want to go sit and read. Professor, she points towards engineering wing in the back half. Of the stratospheric dome. I'll get there. Professor Howell's expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help around here. She cups her hand. I've got another minute. Do you need to know anything? What are you doing in geoponics? She looks down and nudges at the sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of earth plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope these potatoes and corn can handle the weather here. She says, I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. She takes a long look at you up and down. You're growing fast, Lane, but you're still too young for the real farming. Instead, well, that's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You need them now that we're out in the real world doing real work. Once out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. And your mom is really strong. She got some muscles. Bye-bye. Why does she still need to talk? You see Tammy currently near the entrance of the lounge. You've known her for, well, your entire life. Back on the ship. You were her study partner. Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen, and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in one of her huge ears and out of the other. No matter how hard you try, she just never seemed to improve. Your ears perk up hopefully when she sees you.
Hello, Selene. I'm hoping you can help me with some homework.
And of course.
Oh, thank you.
You spend a couple of hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic. Oh gosh. One makes heat and the one absorbs it. Why is it so hard for her to understand? Exo, exit, endo, inside. My point. The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she feels a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after telling her. Well, technically, I fucking did. My reasoning went down. My smarts left. Like, you left. I didn't have any smarts to leave, and now she's taking them all. But where's my boo-boo bear? lost my brain, so... Wait, hold on. Fuck. It's... Why is it always one with tangent? How do I get... Cal, how do I become friends with you? Oh shit, I'm already 14. You learn about your geology by comparing various... Do I have to go... I'm gonna... Next month, I'm gonna check the biology place. Maybe that's where you can get points with Cal. You learn about Vertimnen geology by comparing various rock samples from Earth to ones from Vertumna, placing them on the Mohs hardness scale. Ooh, I haven't heard of that thing in a while. The Earth samples are so weird and gray compared to the pink, purple, and yellows and teals collected by surveyors. Earth must have been a dull place. Okay, excuse you. I think it's because I'm stressed. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody was about to say or just do before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told March to watch. At night, your dreams are mixed up. That looks like Tammy. Are mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall their faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memories like wet paint. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try and tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and you need to go to med bay. But eventually you decide to stay quiet about your dreams. Why? I don't want people to worry. Your parents have so much on their minds already. You have a feeling that something is happening at Geoponics, but that they don't want you to know. You don't understand it. I don't think they can grow plants here. You don't... Oh, thank you for the subscription. Thank you, Rim, for the subscription. Thank you for the Prime. They don't want you to know, you don't understand it, but when they come home at night, they look really sad, and you don't want to make that worse. If you just keep going to classes and staying out of trouble, it'll be easier for everyone, yourself included.
Yippee!
Next month. It's a late quiet. You're up here today. Oh, right, I have to dare him to eat a worm. I don't want to do... The fuck? Who is this? Tonin. Chief Surveyor and Pilot shot... Thank you for the lurk. A sweet man who seemed better suited to space than on the ground. Tammy's father. View the bestiary. Oh, my bad. Step cautiously through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blocks your way with us. I'm sorry, but explanations is off limits for now. It's not safe out there for kids. You better toughen up so you can join the squads when you're older. I want to know what the feck a float crow is. A float crow. These cumbersome-looking creatures are actually lighter than air due to the huge helium sacs on dorsal and ventral sides. Careful balancing of helium and urine allows them to control their elevation. They produce a salty, high-protein, milky substance for feeding their young that is also nutritious. We're drinking float crow milk? Better fucking be float crow milk and not something else that's also salty but milky white. Common Hopeye. A common creature or a you better not say gotta keep my ear out for that. A communal creature with two desperate sets of eyes and one strong foot used for locomotion and defense. Okay, 1 foot. Do you just hop and kick, or what do you do? Though harmless, these small warriors can be fierce in groups. Manticore. Highly intelligent and predatory. Their plumage changes according to the season. Their bodies are composed of entirely dangerous weapons. Do not approach. Can I hug it? I want to hug it. It sounds like a hugging thing. An info window pops up on your hollow palm when you get closer. What do you want to know about it? Huh. So this is where they grow. Those mushrooms that we were told about to grow. I'll explore the map later. My dad... Cal, hi! Cal is riding around the geoponics gardens on his hoverboard. The board seems to come to a shuddering shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off, but he catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Slane. Grill ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We'll have to adapt. Yeah, Cal said. Things are actually way better planet side. Hovering outside is rat. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression on a nearby hill and presents it looking like it's something amazing. Look at it. It's a skate ball. Can I try? Yay. Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another. You take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed, going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any tricks, but it's hard just staying on the board on this even ground. But it's still fun. I feel like I'm tongue twisted right now, and I don't know why. What if I just hopped? Like, you could just go hop and run off. Like... Okay. Tan is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Hal wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There's a catalog on the Colony HoloNet, but I can't find it anywhere. Plants? Have you tried looking outside? She looks down, then up, and squints her eyes at you. Was that a joke? No. Well, it's not funny, Slane. I need to finish this bio assignment so I can start on engineering lab after lunch. And then I have a psych quiz to study for. God. A physics quiz to study for. God. I just go to one class and I'm done with it, man. She rolls her eyes. If you won't help, go kick a ball or something with the other kids. As you inch away, Tan has already forgotten about you and is back on her hollow palm. Wow, she is really mean. You're asleep. So I have to go not be stressed anymore. The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hang out. The private bedrooms are small, you share one with your parents, so colonists spend the most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge, cafeteria, and a crèche where all of the little kids and babies are raised communally. It's nice to take some time off and chill from after all the stress and schoolwork, not to mention the mental toll it takes just living. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids... I don't want to be hooked on my hollow palm. Some of the other kids are relaxing. Join Cal. Cal is braiding Tammy's long hair and weaving in strands of colored baubles. Those are what they are. That's cute. This one's called a waterfall braid, I think. He says. I saw it in the archive vid, but it's really tricky. He's doing a terrible job at it. His clumsy fingers are getting all tangled up in the strands. I'll do Cal's hair. You sit behind him as he sits behind her, like a mini conga line. You braid some short strands of Cal's hair, putting one of the little bubbles at the end of each one. He finishes Tammy's hair. It's almost recognizable as a waterfall braid, then touches his own braid and giggles. Now we'll do yours, they shout in unison. You jokingly try to escape, but Cal sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful braid. That is so cute. I groove. Look at that picture. First steps in... Which one do I want to forget? Wandering, probably. Pollen season. Okay. I'll probably do a few more months. Parents. Have you tried standing in mud yet? Cal asks. It's the best, most amazing feeling I've ever had. You look down, and sure enough, Cal's bare feet are bare and muddy as heck. Dirt and grass feel neat too, he continues. Sometimes the rocks hurt, but Mom says I'll build calluses. You should try it. I have calluses too. Want to hear cool nature facts? Ah! I need that. You recently overheard the children talk about how to count and study Hopeyes. Hopeyes have 1 foot, 2 tailed forks, and 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky. Finishes the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did you find out the Hopeyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. I don't either. He's still there. I don't want to make him eat a worm. I'm literally only empathic. That's great. I guess I'll go to work? School? I guess humanities.
Welcome, Solane.
Professor Hale greets you.
I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study in the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little earth poetry too.
He seems excited by that last bit.
By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering, please register through Congruent scheduling system when you have the chance. She'll be teaching them.
Looking for more difficulty? This is a harder challenge just to keep you on your toes. I'm gonna focus on the story. This lore plays future minigames. The flip coin based on your skills and age. You can change either option. I just game. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I just wasted a month. You wake up from an afternoon nap. You squint into the pink tinged light that's slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in a lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across your nest of pillows.
Oh, I'm sorry, Slane, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. I wanted to open up the windows.
You rub your eyes and blarely, you were having such a weird dream.
Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Sedent is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird?
You're talking about cotton candy? Sure, Tam. Sure, it's made of cotton.
I have to tidy up the creche first. Then I'll meet you there. Save some for me?
Tammy skips off towards the creche, humming to herself. I don't like candy. Should I? Fine. Oh, she's so cute. I got it. Ah. In the cafeteria, Auntie Sedent is carefully handing out masses of pink candy, puffy and soft like clouds. Oh, Selene, she says, handing you a wand of some candy. Spun around the end. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet and so real. It's not like all the soy sweets that in the kitchen nano printer can make. It melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on your tongue. You wait until everyone is gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hand. It feels a little wilted from the humidity. It's kind of like her hair, you think. Pale pink and soft. You keep some to give her to her later. You're relaxing off in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had run off to do some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing a hollow game together. When you're about to head off to bed, your mother returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what's wrong, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down, takes your hand, holding it between... She died, didn't she? She died, didn't she? She died. Selene, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. She starts. Tammy died, didn't she? Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on her next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your classmate Tammy has died. Not the sweet person. Why is it always the sweet person? Why couldn't it have been the other one? The bossy bitch. Maze was her name? You try to understand her words. Tammy dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Yeah, probably not the best idea to put cotton candy in your back pocket. Pink and fluffy just like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it, but what comes out is sticky red lump of hard goo. You stare at it, mind gone blank. Ask what happened. Your mom tells you, as simple as it possible, that Tamika was killed by a high electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. You press for more, for an explanation. A little girl is dead. Someone you grew up with. Someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Your mom says your mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. You aren't used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble okay, then change and crawl into bed, a full hour before your bedtime. You try and fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours. You drift off to a fitful dreams of that small, sticky red lump of cotton candy. Wow. Sad. We'll never see her. What do you think? Can you believe Tammy died? Dis asks, morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instance tell someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shocked by a broken hollow projector. The one in the creche with the dancing teddy bear, you remember? When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room. Jesus, this kid, no. He makes a sailing motion with his hand, and bam, she was dead before she even landed. Wow, really? Dis suddenly looks embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad she's gone. She was nice. He tugs at the sleeves of his oversized jacket. That's kind of a cool way to die. I mean, yeah, compared to everything else, it kind of is.
Sorry, I don't want to talk right now.
He's probably embarrassed with what he said about Tammy. Nanami is chucking rocks at a strato, sending metallic clangs ringing through the colony.
Stupid planet! She is stupid crash! Stupid spaceship!
She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead of she sobs and braces her hands on her knees.
Stupid everything! Why she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die.
My goodness. Oh, you can talk. Cal's sitting in your mom's flower garden and his face in his hands. He's clearly crying all morning.
Oh!
Oh no, poor baby. He looks so sad. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the creche, Tammy always was the mommy and Cal was the daddy. Even though you were just little kids, you always kind of giggled at how they were gonna live together forever like a princess and a knight. I miss her too.
Me too.
I fucking said too. Why do you have to repeat it? But anyway, looking up at you, you can see how puffy and red his eyes are.
Me really, really too.
Oh, he's reverted in years.
Tammy always liked these flowers.
He mumbled, sometimes I picked some for her. He ran his hands over the pretty white flowers.
Don't tell your mom, okay?
Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space. Maze is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice you come up behind her and barely acts when you say hello.
I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to just sit down the hill there in the spot in the sun every morning. She'd just sit there for hours in the sun doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill to a spot near the entrance to the quarters. You can imagine her there working on some little craft, humming to herself. She was so nice to everyone. And now she's dead, Mars says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't answer. You'd never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before, but of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Wasn't she younger than me? So you're not even gonna give me your age anymore? Mars clicks her tongue. Oh yeah, Administrator Seek is looking for you. I guess they need someone to do delivery jobs. What is this? I don't have the brain or organization. Fuck. I want to do it there. Your dad gives you a hug. I'm sorry you're feeling blue, Slane. He says, things will start to look up again. Your mom pats your shoulder, encouragingly. I'm so sorry, Slane. Dude, this is so sad. That's right, that's her dad. That's her dad. I forgot. That's her dad. No. You step cautiously through the gates. His wording has changed. Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks the path. But that was Tammy's father. He lost his daughter. No. Uncle Tonin sighs as he blocks your path. He looks like he hasn't been sleeping. Our children I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young and so precious, so fragile. Please stay near the ship. Bro, now I'm gonna cry. I wasn't, but now I'm gonna cry.
colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip and take the month off instead. Or you can get back to work. Yeah, I'll attend. The colonists gather in the recycling room, bringing organics down to be recycled here as one of your chores. But you only come down here for a funeral twice. Both times, colonists had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Vertamna, and the first time someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organics recycler has been polished and wreathed in yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside, you can see a shrouded figure. Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents and Auntie Seaton, and the rest of the council. Kyle is here with his mom and her partners. Partners? Does he have 2 dads? Or 2 moms? Or 3 moms? Or 3 dads? Already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick in the air. Governor Edicott stands before the assembled crowd.
There's no words to ease the pain we feel today.
She begins solemnly.
There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues. One of the first humans to be born in space and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of life beyond our humble Earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Vertamna home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are painful, impossible to hold within oneself. A painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that a community we are capable of great strength.
Edicott closes the door to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin sob over the hum of the particles disintegrate and begin their work.
As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. And this way,
How old are you?
81. Nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never be truly lost to us.
The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin, as well as keep vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. Your dad accompanies you out of the recycling room. He clears his throat.
I want you to know that you don't need to be okay,
he says, clasping his warm hand on your shoulder.
If you want to take the rest of the month off, I'm going to understand.
Might as well. The prospect of just going back to school like everything is normal is too much to handle. You end up spending the whole month alternating between sleeping, scrolling on the HoloNet, and staring into space. It's restful, at least, and everyone gives you the time needed to process Tammy's death. We'll finish this season. Yeah, I guess. Is there any more eggs? Wants me eggs. You're on a different side. Hi. Cal looks up at the sky, shading his hands.
I wonder when it's gonna rain again, he says. The heat doesn't bother me. None. But after a while, the plants are gonna get all toasty. Is that an alien egg? Cal explained. Wow, I wonder what's inside it. If it's still warm, maybe we can hatch it.
He lifts it up, scrutinizing it. Oh. So I was right. Sweet.
And then he's always talking about wanting to eat a big old alien egg. If it's not fertilized, I'll give it to him. There. It's a log. Oh, he found me.
Do you like logs?
Thank you.
Oh, he doesn't like logs. Can I have it back?
I'll find something to do with it.
If you don't want it, I'll fucking take it back. Like, I don't care.
Selene,
Tan says, approaching you with purpose.
we need to discuss my brother.
Who, dis?
Yes, this.
She says impatiently.
I need to figure out why he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore, and he doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late, but people are becoming worried.
You get the feeling that Tang is the only one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him.
He probably won't tell you. Name's Apple. He won't even talk to me anymore. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab know I was gone. No one cares where he is during the day.
You tell Dis that his sister wants to know where he's been drifting off to. His eyes blit briefly to yours, then he stares off vaguely towards the engineering wing where his sister is reading on the hollow pad. She's worried.
She doesn't care about me.
How do I work on Dis's likes if I don't come home? I keep fucking shut up. I'm so good at making people hate me, it's not even funny. Okay. What are we doing? Are you still depressed? Yes.
I swear I'm ready enough. Just let me leave.
Oh, this is how I get toughness. And Anmi meets you. She's bouncing from one leg.
My brother comes. The organizing of the tea feud.
Shh! Is that your brother? What? Huh? Oh fuck, I'm 10 in the game. And he's 15. Why can't you be older? Or younger? Anyway, let's start with practice game to see where you're at. You and Anonymous are captains. Go pick your team. I'll Cal. He's strong. Mind if I play goalie? Sports ball is. I keep messing up his score against the other person, and when he chooses, they bump fists. Your next choice is Mars.
I'll play Spiker.
She wants to take position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Oh. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep your cards you don't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't a bad thing in this story. Okay. Okay. Guys, I'm doing it. I'm being smart. I was smart. Not as smart as I could have been. Apparently. I tore out my ears. My ears? My headphones are my ears. I hope you guys know this. That's the mic one, isn't it? No, that's the mic one. There we go. I can hear again. done. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits his chest. The score is tied, and then blam! You score the match with a rad ball spike.
Woo!
It's time for Valtalia! Yay! Etiquette and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet, Vertamna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear the Governor Etiquette's speech.
It's Earth's history.
Etiquette begins and then clears her throat and waits for everyone to call it down.
Ahem. In Earth's history, Vertamna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertamna project chose to take on such an auspicious name, in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons for humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertamnila, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Vertamna, this lush planet upon where we find ourselves today.
Everyone cheers and applauds. The members of the council will all get up on stage at one time. Give their speeches. Not saying that. When it's your mother Fulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from Vertamnia soil. Your eyes go to the feast table aboard the stratosphere. It would have been mostly soy-based foods from the nano printer, spiced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. This year, the Earth's plants look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by Vertamna's plants you've come to appreciate: juicy watato pods and slabs of edible fungi. Etiquette takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece.
What if it's a festival without festivities?
She asks.
Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children!
I can only choose one, the science fair. Tang competes, of course, entering her study of the ship's hydrocycling system. It was previously used to make urine drinkable, but she offers that it can now be turned to new uses.
I don't want to drink my pee.
Despite how many times she says the word pee, it's still boring, but she put effort into it. Your turn to go next. The judges are still all very interested in what you're going to compete against. Present your project. Reasoning hard. I won. It was hard and I did it. I'm a boss. You worked hard on your project. It's a baking soda and vinegar volcano with a twist. You grind up native rocks as the soda part and use the juice from native plant for the vinegar part. Your dad helps with the idea just a little though. Oh. I got an achievement. I'm a champion. You used to explain the native acids and bases on Vertamna. They're very strong, so the resulting explosion splatters all over the judges. It's a crowd pleaser, earning you a top prize for the science fair. I'm great. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days' rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. Early dust. Mid-dust. Hi, Cal. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One of the younger kids in there blindfolded? Hey.
Hey!
They exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. It's Sirius. It's Sirius, one of Anomine's brothers. He glares at you.
I was almost done!
Cal jogs over and grabs Sirius in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy hair. Dude, you were so close. Sirius stamps his feet and complains that you got in his way. It's not their fault. They didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I'll teach them how to play. Cal turns to you and leaves, as Sirius leaves. Sorry, Selene, he says. I was teaching Sirius a new game, but he's more like Anonymous than I thought. Real competitive, you know? He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different names at games and other sports ball. Other than sports ball, no winners or losers, just want to have fun with my friends. Cal looks at you hopefully. Do you want to learn how to play? Sounds odd. Let me check my, yeah, I'm free. All day. Nothing. I'm completely free. That's his name? Racal... I get the reason why you're named Cal. It's a fun-looking name. Just, I can't say that. Cal's smile looks like it's gonna stretch right off his face. Radical! He shouts, jumping up and down in excitement. Okay, first, so, put on this blindfold. The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice, so he spins you and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Cal says, you gotta work forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions as best as you can, or make things difficult for him? Let's do our best. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches beneath your feet. Yeah, Cal says. Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. Get it right. You turn to the right, step forward, counting out 15 steps. You stop. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like, what, 2 more steps away? You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hand lands on the warm metal of the door. Success. Awesome, Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slow, okay? You open the door. You open the door and start to walk forward. The path loops downward and your feet slip a little bit, even though you're moving as slowly as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasiness prickle up the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. You try and do the best you can, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a sprawling root, and you fall forward, catching yourself on your hands and knees. Ouch. You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding in your eyes. Cal's beside you in an instant, kneeling on the ground. Are you okay? You look down on yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up, and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Cal stands up. I'm sorry, Slane. I'll be a better helper next time. He asked if you want to get some Watato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of your noise brainstorming more games where there are no winners and losers. Huh.
Fun. Hi, Slane. On the ship, adults are always saying no running, Anonymous, no running. But outside, there's so much room. I can run for 5 minutes in one direction, even more after the rat boat blows clear the land for farms.
Here, I got something for you. Nothing. I'm done. Blurry sports bra. Get to work. So that's 10. That's still 11. I don't get kudos. Oh, I get 2 kudos. Mid-dust next month. I am not going to school anymore, but that is fine.
Oh, you found me.
Too soon. It's been a fucking month, mate. I think you can give a gift. It's been a month. Is adjusting better to life on the surface. Oh, that's cute. Now, is there anything on the ground I can pick up and show my friends? Maybe force them into their face. Am I good enough to go outside yet? No. I need 20. 20. I don't know what I have. 10. My reasoning is too low as well. I haven't been in here. The greenhouse has different... God, shovel me some dirt. Oh boy. Good morning, Slate. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my kid. She walks you around the geoponics wing. Points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and other equipment from one place to another. I have not gone to school since the kid died. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before we start moving that dirt? Let's get to work. That's my kid. She's slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arm starts to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. And good somehow. You feel your muscles growing already. Yeah, that's more. Why is it -1? Oh. It's more anyway. I don't like that neighbor thing. That really screwed me over. How? Whoa! 10 kudos. Oh. Everyone's gone. Oh, hi! Thank you again for the lurk, Rem. Oh, thank you for the unlurk. Huh. I can't read. It's pouring rain and everyone's trying to stay dry under the grass-roofed palapas. Off in the distance. Oh, wow. I'm just now looking at the scenery. He's skulking. How do you get this shit? Like, perception? Where do I get that from? This is not Fortnite, no. I hate to admit it, it's not. Ignore him. Dis is gone. I hope Dis is okay. Like, how view the notice board. Low. Okay, that's the same. I think it stays the same each year. I think it's after that year when everything changes. Your brain hurt. A lot of reading. Luckily, I'm the one reading for you. I'm bored. This is boring, Mars complains. Stamping her foot. All the adults want to do is work, and they're not paying attention to me. I hate to break it to you, kid. That's the real world. Oh. Your dad is completely drenched from the seasonal rains, out on the fields far from any shelter. Hey, Stardust! What enough for you? Drenched. Sus. His wife made him drenched. That's the one. His wife did this. It wasn't the rain. It was his wife. His wife is actually hot and stronger than him. That. Now that. Yeah. That's nice. Makes sense, yeah. It was the wife. The wife did it. This is his wife. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that happened. Your mom is hard at work breaking the ground for new fields. As the colony chief cultivator, she's been preparing for this year for as long as you can remember. Hey, Slane, she says, leaning hard on her tiller. Yeah, what happened to your leg? You keep using your tiller as a crutch. I still haven't figured that one out. Brain. Come on. You can work. You need me for something. If you're not going to class, I can always put you to work. I need to go to... Yes, she does. She's a muscle mama. And she's 44 and she looks this good? Like, come on, man. You're doing great. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. At 44, my lungs are gonna collapse. 44, I'm gonna be fat and still sitting here at my computer. That's what's happening to me. She gives you a stern look. She isn't gonna budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stay inside the walls, I guess. Okay, bye. I see another log. Now who? Maybe you like logs. He's like the person who likes a lot of science stuff. Neat! I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I love it! No one knows what to do with the log. The log is bloody useless. Now, I know what I'd use for it. I'd hit people over the head. They'd take that away from me so fast. Tang is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the next. Bunk them. Horny bunk. Which is so light that one... Jail. Which is so light one can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack them into place. Oh. So that's what the log is. Do you like it? If I fucking learn that you like logs and I've been giving them to Dis and Cal, I'm going to scream. I've been learning about the adaptability in writing in biology class. This book says it sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Also, we can sweat. Yes. Also that. I've read that not many animals sweat except humans. And it makes us naturally good in hot places. It's like we're made to be explorers. Cats sweat when they're, stressed. Their paws are very, very sweaty when they're stressed. Together, you watch as four men put the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her palm and raises it to the scaffolding and check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tang says primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're really the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. Have you met an alien? Have you met an alien? Tell me after you meet one, and maybe we'll find out. She puts a finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is good. Okay, so we have a narcissist. Got it. All of us are really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. What? Right, I have the brain. I was like, what kind of enhancement do I have? Then I remember I got that smart brain. I got that smart sponge brain. I can soak up information. An enemy holds her stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time, or is it just me? She wonders. I feel like I could eat a whole of the mushroom trees. She's I don't know if you should be eating that. Is that... Hopefully they found out if that is okay or not. She mimes. Oh, she mimes. I didn't read. I just read shoving a whole mushroom into her mouth and was like, yeah, maybe you should find out if that thing is poisonous or not. Rather not have another death, you know. But no, I just can't read. Should probably go to school again. Humanities. Today's assignment is an easy one, Al says with a yawn. Because I was up late repairing Congress's subterminal, I could use a nap. Are you Mr. Aizawa? Are you Aizawa Sensei? That would make sense. Do you have a yellow sleeping bag somewhere? Did you just shave? And grow a beard? A bigger beard? I'd like to write an essay on what the Vertum colony means to you. Freedom! Equality! Wow! Thank you for 1,000 bits! Thank you, Rim, for the bits! Why are there 2? Thank you so much for the bits. My friends are all here. I feel safe. Well, a kid has already died. I don't know how safe that is. Pico. I don't know how safe it is here. A kid has already died. Freedom, equality, democracy. My friends are all here. -1. You feel safe. A kid has already died, so those 2 probably wouldn't be the best decision. Just doodle instead of writing. I guess write about freedom, equality, and democracy. What else can you do? You list all key words that you think describe an ideal government. Did you say freedom yet? You've already written it 10 times. All right. Wait, never mind. I have a phone. Although you aren't totally sure if the colony's government is a real democracy. You know, the council votes on things, but you don't get to vote. And who chooses the council members anyway? The governor? Who chooses the governor? The council? You may just be a kid, but you can tell you're missing something here. I can too, and I don't know governments. Get to work. Great. I'm gonna write an essay I don't even understand a lick of. What's this? Science fair champion. I'm so smart. So we got the giggling little baby. We have the sports ball.
17.
Wait. There's a super goal? What's a super goal? They never explained a super goal. What is a super goal? You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashes through the walls, unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something, tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" But your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then a crack and a rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now by then this great wow, it's going so well. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder, like the footsteps of an angry beast. Hide under the covers until it's safe. That's what I do. You cry a little bit and feel better. Weather is scary. Who knows what it'll do next? Tornado? Cyclone? Tsunami? It's raining for a month straight. 3 months straight, so maybe. Where does it all go? Wait, yeah, where does it all go? I'm curious on what this is. Cal wants to talk. He's still depressed. My dad looks fine. My mom looks fine. Everything looks fine. Alright, I'll go talk to Cal. Hold this to your head now, my darling. You hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with the...
That's his mom. Holy why is everyone's moms and dads hot?
How old are you, ma'am? 35. Life support engineer. Ooh, fancy. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie TR. Tyra, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. What happened? Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them, sniffs as you approach. Hello, Slane. Tyra greets you with a kind smile. Don't worry. Cal, you just took a tumble off of something. He shouldn't have been climbing.
I could give it a shot. Recalcitrance.
Recalcitrant says, just took a stumble. Okay. Mom, Cal complains. It wasn't that bad. Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do. Cal shrugs. I climbed it before and it was fine. He said, not disagreeing with you. It was slippery from the irrigation misters. That's all.
Double whammies.
No boy. Yeah. Mom always knows how to make it feel better. He says with a boyish smile. Even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. Moms are the best. Wait, you got older by a year. He was 11. During this entire time, he had a birthday. When did he have his birthday? I swear, he was 11. My brave boy, Tyra says, stroking his head. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over at you. Don't let him show off for you, Slane. Crown-based feats for bravely only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tyra laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. She looks like a great mom so far.
Hello?
Dis is hanging out near the south gates, his hands in his pockets, idly staring at the ground, digging the toes of his boots into the dirt. He nods at you, but doesn't say anything. Alright, I don't have anything to give you. If I did, I would, but I know you don't like wood, so... Ah, you're still depressed. Are you always going to be this depressed now that your daughter has died? Father, what have you come to tell me? Your dad is watching your mother work. You can practically see the hearts in his eyes. We were right. It was the mother. It was the mother. It had to be the mother that made him soaking wet. It had to be. Your mom's an incredible lady, he says sternly. True love is hurtling yourself into space with someone and hoping for the best for your children. Ew, gross, Dad. It was him. What the Sigma? It had to be the mother. Also, I just noticed this. Why are you halfway unbuttoned? Or unlatched? Your mom is hard at work breaking ground for the new fields. As the colony's chief cultivator, she's been preparing for this year for as long as you can remember. Hey, Slane, she says, leaning hard on her tiller and mopping her brow. You need me for something. If you're not going to class, I can always put you to work. I'm good.
I still gotta talk to some people, Mother.
I don't think I talked to you yet. An enemy? Oh, I did. She was eating that mushroom. You? Ah, there we go. Tang sniffs the air. I'm looking on Fiverr for a stream starting screen. This pain. Oh. Yeah, I feel that. I looked on Etsy. I got mine on Etsy, I think, if I remember correctly. And then, if you want to get one commissioned, there's also VGen. But That you can only use certain payment methods for that. That's what I use, at least.
It stinks out here. Not just one stink either. Every day it's a new stink. Today it smells like that time the waste reclamation unit broke down. Yuck.
You haven't noticed the smell. She sure is sensitive. Or maybe she just likes the stale air inside the ship better. No offense to anyone or her, but she does look like she'd enjoy the stale stench of a ship. She does. She'd be like,
Oh, you smell that? That is ship smell. That's the perfect smell for me. I want to candle that, bottle it up, and just spit it everywhere.
I didn't think I talked to Mars yet. Every time I try, she looks like she has her eyes closed. Mars scowls from beneath the protection of a transparent umbrella.
Absolutely not, she pouts. Do not even ask me to do anything. If my hair gets wet, you're sewing me.
Okay. Thanks. Can we just rip the umbrella away? Maybe put a few holes in it? I want to see what would happen. I want to see how Mars would react. Study humanities. This month you're supposed to learn the different styles of dance. Mars takes to this fairly easily, but Tang objectively refuses to, saying she'd rather be penalized for non-cooperation than make a fool of herself. She sits the whole month out doing independent study on the philosophy of medicine. No matter how much Mars cajoles, bribes, or begs Tang to dance with her, she just doesn't budge.
All right.
I got this. Discovering you, and you. That was only a 1 star? How many more stars could I have gotten? Excuse me. Wet late. What is this part? Like, what is this? So, when am I gonna grow up? I'm still age 10. Is my birthday right on the beginning of a new year? Is that when my birthday is? It's like, you turn on New Year's at 12. That is when you turn. That is your birthday. Have a fun one. Now let's see if there's anything I can steal off the ground. No. I do kind of like the closed area. But it's so closed.
Hi, Selene. Oof. On the ship, adults are always saying no running in them. Oh, I already told. Okay, you're normal.
I'm not making myself out of breath for that. Tengen looks up at the sky and shades her eyes.
It's too bright, she complains, and it's too hot, and the nights are cold. So life, I guess she just doesn't like life. Living on the stratospheric meant that we never had to experience discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship?
We did crash. Or did we get torn apart in that little thing?
Hi, buddy.
You're hanging out near the south gates. How do I not have 20? I don't have 20 bravery. That makes sense. Fine. Cal's mom, Tyra, is sitting with Cal against the makeshift fence that surrounds the gardens. Cal looks absolutely shattered. What happened? Are you still recovering? Like, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months, my guy. Since your best friend, BFF, probably who you were wanting to marry, is dead. He sees you and musters up a brave smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Hey, Slane. It's good to see you. I wish I could say, hey, bitch, what's up? You need something? Father, I'm in need of you. Your father's completely drenched from the seasonal rains. Hey, Stardust, wet enough for you? No. Thank you, sir. Selene, what are you doing in geonomics? She looks down and it's just a sprout. I've already asked that. What happens in engineering? Hal's teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities. If you pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work in there a few years. Your father thinks you're too old, thinks you're old enough that school is optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you. We do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me here in Japonics, I'd suggest studying life science. If you don't have a grasp on biology and ecology, I'm gonna stick you in shovel duty. Well, my biology is a fucking 27, so I guess I passed that. I saw an option. Oh, let's see if they've caught any more creatures. They have not. I was curious. I saw something. Register for engineering classes. I'm so smart. Using the Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but add your name to the list of drop-in students. You are now eligible to join Tangent and some of the other older students in engineering class.
Yay! I'm so smart, guys. I got brains.
Professor Hal rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. That's a difference. This must be his favorite subject to teach.
If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry.
That could be taken so wrong. He winks. Never mind. He wants to be doing that shit. Creep, I guess. It's weird.
We'll be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy.
Tangent raises her hand.
We'll be learning about nuclear engineering, she asks.
Professor Hal nods.
Yes, at the beginning level, we will have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engineering rooms to learn our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony.
Sweet. Anyway. 0, 1, 5, 1, 2. $14's better than nothing. What do you mean? You're depressed. We get this. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning, you wake up in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars.
Good morning to all my pals. If you think hall in a morning, they've named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing there out in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for a month. What's the point in going out if you can't even see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month.
No way, it looks cool out there. Shit, that looks awesome. What? You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it. It's like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planets must be very close to it now. In the jungle, something new is taking place. The flowers, the plants are flowering, glowing iridescent blooms, and everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls and gurgling roars. After Mars's message, a notification from the council, warning everyone to stay safe inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back, and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. Is it the monsters? fucking year. This is cool, but we aren't allowed outside. You're way too scary to go out during close season. Besides, the gates are closed. Do you like... Des is staring off into the wilderness, outside the gates.
Feels different. He mumbles, don't know how, just different.
You ask him what he means, but he shakes his head and stuffs his hands in his pockets. Huh. Crystal. Does he like that? What do you like? Do you like crystals? Damn it! I'm just trying to be your friend, man. Can't you see I'm trying to do something? Who the fuck would have liked crystals? I know not Mars. Mars would have hated having anything to do with the outside world. You just are hungry. No one else other than my mom is outside, huh? Slain! Your mom stops you as you walk by. What are you doing out of your quarters? It isn't safe out there. It doesn't seem very dangerous. She narrows her eyes. What you should be afraid of here is me. If you don't do what I say, Selene, we don't know what is out there this time of year, so you and the other kids are going to keep your butts in the ship. You know there's no sense in arguing with her when she has that face. As you walk away, and are just out of earshot, you hear her mumble, stars. It is beautiful, though. Probably the danger of it. It probably brings you in like a good old friend and then punches you in the face with a monster. Wait, I can pick an activity? I mean... You're studying the topic of how justice was been mediated by various legal systems, culminating in a mock trial based off a legal system of your own design. You're supposed to use your broad knowledge to design the best system, but no one in the class can resist adding in their own bizarre rules, like not being able to use certain words or having to beat your accuser in a foot race before you're allowed to defend yourself. It's good fun, but not exactly a shining moment in the history of justice. I mean, if you can't win a foot race, how are you gonna defend yourself? Even though I don't like running. I'm good at running, I just don't like doing it because it's work. I'm lazy. Ooh. You know what? How am I... That. I figured it out. I am so stressed it's not even funny. That's fine, that's fine. After this is over, I have to go as well. I have dinner. I'm happy I got through a year though. It took 2 hours, but I got through the year. I didn't think it'd take 2 hours, but you know. But I hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Oh! Here we go, everybody. Some panic time. It's daytime when the emergency sirens start up. Well, passes for a day. It's still nearly pitch black, except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alert blares out of every speaker in the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires, and in space that meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on a spacesuit. For Tamna, that means go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is in the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you can hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire. Is the colony under attack?
Do I fight and possibly die? Or do I hide in the creche like a little witty baby? You know what? I'm gonna go see if there's monsters.
You try your best to be brave and fight back. You dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back towards the creche. Then you head outside to get your bearings. You can hear yelling from upstairs to command in the commotion to the southeast at Geoponics, where your parents are working. This is a decision. What do I do? Go to command. Security Chief. Hello! Security Chief Rhett and 3 officers are defending the door to the command wing. They're too busy to notice you because a terrifying insectoid creature is slashing at them with its razor-sharp forelegs. The monster kicks one of the officers and a rifle flies out of her hands. It skitters across the ground towards you. Throw back her rifle. You do, and the security monster shoots the monster in the side. It scuttles away, leaving a trail of bright blue blood that glows faintly in the perpetual night. After an all clear is called, you decide not to tell your parents how close to the fighting you got, because you know your mom would be furious. After 2 weeks... Wait, why did I get an achievement for reaching the age of 10? The end of the age of 10. Oh, God. Can you die? After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky, and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creature got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. We both know you sneak places. Do you possibly go outside and tell the monsters to go and fuck us? At least nobody was killed this time. Glow. Early quiet. Childhood is fleeting. This game will end when you reach the age of 20. So you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends button at the top left of your screen to keep track of them. Good luck. Well, my stress is extremely fucking high. I'm 11. And that... I'm going to press save. New save. And stream. There we go. I'm stepping on my main menu. I'll take off my glasses for this so you guys can see the full range of my most motions. Anyway, yes, I do blink this much. This is literally how I blink. I blink too much. This is fine. Thank you all for coming to my stream. I am so excited to have had everyone here. Thank you, Rim, for the cheers, the follow, and the prime. And goodness, I cannot see without my glasses. Putting them back on. I feel weird without them. And thank you all for joining me today in my... It was meant to be a short stream. Did not end up being a short stream. It turned out to be 2 hours. And I'm definitely going to continue this. This is probably going to turn into a streaming series because
Why the fuck not? It's amazing.
and yeah, I hope to see everyone later. Thank you. Bye.